Hi first grade, it's Miss Martin here. Today we're going to be doing chapter 10 lesson 2 and we're going to be learning about cones and cylinders. I love this because learning about cones makes me think of ice cream cones and ice cream is the best. Okay, so first we got to do our vocabulary because yesterday we learned about cubes and rectangular prisms and today we're going to be learning about cones and cylinders, but we also are going to need to remember what a face is and what three-dimensional shapes are. So a little refresher, a face, not your face, a face is the flat part of a three-dimensional shape. So it's the flat part of the shape. And a three-dimensional shape is a solid shape, a shape that is not flat. So a three-dimensional shape is something that I can hold. So for example, this is a rectangular prism, and it's because I can hold it, I can feel all the sides to it. So this is a three-dimensional shape. Your little cutouts of your shapes that I gave you would be a two-dimensional shape because there's only one side to it and it's flat. Okay, so today we're learning about a cone, what cones are. So cone is a three-dimensional shape that narrows to a point from a circular face. Oh my goodness, let's read that again. A three-dimensional shape that narrows to a point from a circular face. So on the bottom of our cone, we have a circle. So that is our one face that a cone has is a circle face. And then for a cylinder, a three-dimensional shape that is shaped like a can. So how many of you have like a can of soup or a can of corn in your kitchen? I know I do. And if you think of a can, or if you go look at a can, you have a cylinder, just like that. Or your guys' pencil cups at school, those are cylinder shaped because they have been from a can. So, and our cylinder has two faces. They have a circle on the top and a circle on the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to practice drawing some of these shapes because that's what we have to do today. So we're going to first start with a cone. And I like to think of cone shapes because, here's a funny story. My mom always tells it on my birthday. When Miss Martin was born, my head was shaped like a cone. I'm not even kidding you. There are pictures of me as a baby, and my head is shaped like a cone. Now, I'm going to draw a cone for you, and you're going to laugh at me. You're going to be like, Miss Martin, your face was shaped like a cone. It's crazy. Okay, so a cone is kind of difficult to draw. So first what you have to do is you kind of have to draw like a smiley face on the bottom. Actually, I think I drew my smiley face too big. Redo. Okay, ready? It's like a kind of like a sad kind of smiley face. Then we get to draw a triangle at the top without connecting the bottom. So we kind of have like a party hat. Kind of looks like a party hat. If we were to put some things right here, it would look like a party hat. Then we get to draw our dotted line, a sad face on top of our smiley face. And that's how you draw a cone. That was super easy. It's a lot easier than drawing a cube. But can you believe that Miss Martin's face and head used to look like this? That is how I was born, with a cone head. My grandparents used to call me cone head when I was younger. Okay, so that is how we draw a cone. It was super easy. So I'm going to go through it one more time just so you can kind of follow along with me. So we're going to draw a kind of happy face, not too big, not too small. Then I'm going to make my face a party hat, like that. Then I'm going to draw a dotted sad face on top, just like that. And now we have a cone. Now my cone only has one face, and the face is on the bottom. So I know that this right here is my cone. It kind of looks like an eyeball now. So that is my one face, and I only have one vertice or one vertex or one point, and it's at the very top. Just like when you have an ice cream cone and you're holding it and the point is at the bottom, that's your only point, right? So a cone has one face and one point. That one should be easy to remember, just like our circle, because our circle has 0 and 0. This one only has 1 and 1. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to draw a cylinder. So if you have any cans in your pantry or in your kitchen, you should go look at them and you will know that it's a cylinder. And you can impress your mom and dad if you tell them, hey, look it, this is a cylinder. They'd be like, wow, you're so smart. Okay, a cylinder, this is how we're going to draw it. We're going to draw a circle on top. And then, this one's super easy to draw, boys and girls. Then we just draw 2 lines going down. So kind of like, you can draw like a person with like really long arms. Then we gotta draw a little smiley face down here to connect them. Then, just like with our cone, we gotta draw a sad face right on top. And there we go, we have our cylinder. Now our cylinder is a little bit different because instead of having only one face, this one has 2. We have one on top and one down here on the bottom. Oh my goodness. One down here, one up here. And we have 0 points. There's no pointy parts at all. If you go look at your can, there's going to be no pointy parts at all on your can. So we have 2 faces and 0 points. Okay, I'm going to draw my cylinder one more time for you so you can see how to draw it. Okay, we got to draw this nice fancy circle up on top. Let me move Ziggy up. He's not showing what I want. Then we got to draw some really long arms on our circle. Then we got to draw a smiley face to connect it. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know what just happened. We got to draw some smiley face on the bottom to connect our arms. And then we got to draw a sad face right on top. There you go. That's how you draw a cylinder, boys and girls. Super easy. 2 faces, 0 points. Perfect. Okay, we're going to erase. Erase all of this. Get rid of this. Put this down here. Okay, here we go. So now it's your turn to practice drawing these. I want you to practice on this front page first. First, put your name at the top. Miss Martin is forgetting. Okay, so now what I want you to do is I want you to practice drawing some cones and cylinders. So I want you to look at this ice cream cone. Think of it drawing like that. Don't include the ice cream because we just want the cone part. And then look at your cylinder or your can of soup and try drawing that. Okay, I want you to draw at least 2 of them so that way I can see that you're really working hard and that you are paying attention during this video. Okay, now let's flip back over to the other side. Pause the video when you are, if you didn't get that done, pause the video, then hit play once you're ready to move on to this side. Okay, so we already identified what a cone is, what a cylinder is, how many faces and vertexes they have, or vertices, or points. They have so many different names. So now we need to do the same thing that we just did on lesson 1. We need to identify what the shape is, how many faces it has, and how many vertices it has. They're really trying to get us today. That's what I'm telling you. Okay, so let's look. I'm looking at my 2 shapes up here so I can see the difference. So first I need to decide if this is a cone or if this is a cylinder. Well, let's see. If I was to put ice cream on top of that, it wouldn't really look good. And I know that it doesn't have a point, and I know that a cone has a point. So I'm going to guess that this one is a cylinder, just because I know that a cone has a point, and this one does not have any points. So faces, well, I know that there's a face on the top and a face on the bottom. So I know that there's 2 faces for that one. And remember, I knew that this one was not a cone because it didn't have any vertices. So there are 0 vertices. Okay, number 2. Well, this one has a point and it only has 1 face. So this one must be a cone. And I just said that there's only 1 face. So there's 1 face for that one. And there is 1 point at the bottom. So there is 1 point, 1 vertex. So that is all that they wanted us to do for number 1 and 2. I'll wait for a minute so you can catch up if you need to. Okay. Now, if you still need to catch up, go ahead and pause the video and hit play once you're ready to move on. Okay. So for number 3 and 4, they're just wanting to do the same thing, but they just kind of made the shapes look a little different. So the same thing, that's all they want you to do is to identify what the shape is, how many faces, and how many vertices or vertex it has. Then for 5 and 6, they want you to circle the shape of the faces that are the part of the object, part of each object. Boys and girls, I'm going to tell you a little secret. They are tricking you because if you look at the faces of our cylinder, it's a circle. And if you look at the face of our cone, it's a circle. So which face do you think that's going to be? I don't know. Let me tell you, they're going to be the same answer. Just letting you know. Okay. Then for number 7, they want you to circle the object that has the faces shown. So they have 2 faces here. So which one of these objects has 2 faces? They're trying to trick you, so make sure you're paying super duper extra careful attention to that one. And then we're going to flip it back all the way over here to number 8 and 9. And it's just the same thing. Our normal word problems. They're asking you which shape is which. And then for hot problem, they want you to, you can do this one if you want to, they just want you to say that which shape is different. Explain why it is different. So they want you just to see what shape is different. Okay? So that is all we are doing for today for lesson 2. If you are not understanding this or you still need help, I will be doing a Zoom meeting on Tuesday and on Wednesday to help you. Remember, this is next week is the last week for any schoolwork. It has to be turned in by Thursday. So if you need help, boys and girls, I'm here to help you, okay? I will see you all. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday for lesson 3.